Good evening, Coach. Congratulations. This is what Panama was dreaming of, to make it to the quarterfinals. How much have you suffered? How much have you suffered considering that Panama was controlling the game? Then the performance dropped and you managed to maintain it and gain this great win against Bolivia's national team. Football means suffering. Football is daily suffering, but today there was a lot at stake. We knew that not even a win guaranteed that we would make it to the quarterfinals. After the first goal, our performance dropped. I believe that at times there was too much inertia going forward to press. We were always late and we got stuck between lines. And it was then that they began to control the game and they scored the first goal. And we started to get a little bit more anxious, probably because we had felt it so close. But we reacted quickly. Our soccer players reacted quickly. They were able to overcome those odds, and the substitutions made a huge difference, particularly today. And thanks to the whole team, we managed to obtain this historic win and make it to the next round. Coach Julio Ibanez, 2GM, Mexico and the United States. The Mexican team is out, and the US team is out, and Panama and Canada are representing the CONCACAF. It was about time for the Panamanian team to have this opportunity because of everything you've done over the last few years. Actually, this shows consistency. This is the work we've been doing, and we're harvesting what we saw. I don't believe in coincidences. This is the fruit of our work. Luck does not happen magically. You need to go for it. And today, with 6 players out of our starters, in inverted commas, because we see that there are no starters. Today in the morning, we know that Rodri Miller, our fourth central defender, could not work because he had a muscular discomfort, and we included Carlos Halve. We knew that Carlos would play a little bit more on the right, and also in his best position, that was as a center back, but with his height. We also had Farini and Jose. We were looking someone that could also play along the left flank, and he delivered very good results. I believe it was a great game, debuting as a starter in an official game, and we need to congratulate every one of them. Good evening, Nicole Ferguson for RPC Panama. Another important win, another historic victory for our national team, even going beyond what we had achieved in the last Copa America. Before thinking of Saturday, how do you take this victory? How does the team take this victory, considering all the players that are out and the resilience you've shown? I want to express the utmost respect for every player in the roster, the great effort they've made, overcoming adverse conditions and the pressure for trying to attain the goal in order to bring joy to a country, which is something that before the Copa America started, if we had talks about making it to the quarterfinals, winning 2 matches, no one would have believed it. That is why this is a historic milestone. And now I am a little bit concerned about that recovery. 3 very demanding matches is tough on all the players, on the whole team. But with the physical physical therapists, and with help from the ground and from heaven, we're going to hope for everyone to recover so that we can compete against our next opponent. Good evening, ESPN. Out of the 15 players that were on the pitch today, 11 have 31 matches or less considering today in the national team. So what is the weight of the identity? Because as you were said it, no one thought that you could win 2 matches. So what is your impression of the work you've done? I'm proud of my players. I'm proud of their work. As you very well put it, it's how they have understood what we wanted. We need to trust them. We need to give them every instruction so that they can do their work, so that they can feel the duties that we are imposing on our players during the match to make the best possible decision at all times. And if we look at the defense line with Fariña, Jose, Harvey, who are extremely young players, and also in the midfield with Welsh, who's also very young, Guerrero as well, on the offense. So we have very good players, and little by little, they need to make their way. They are earning their place, and they need to make their best in every training session. We need to make sure that they have that ambition so that they will be physically and mentally fit for what's coming. I got congratulated for giving an opportunity to Guerrero, but he earned it. I mean, he went for it, and the goal was a great goal, and it gave us that advantage, and that's what we needed from him to fight against Fajardo there on the offense. And well, we changed the system a little bit because we were trying to score that goal, and we found that. Coach Christiansen, Hipólito Murillo from Hora de los Deportes, Panama. In general lines, the team has performed very well. However, could you tell me in particular what's your opinion of 2 players, in this case Martinez and Giovanni Wells? In the absence of Carrasquilla, they have had a great performance. And Aníbal Godoy, who's our captain, and he's actually the starring role in the midfield. They've delivered yet once again. These players have earned their position from the bench, but they have great potential. And Fulo and Welsh are pretty aggressive. They recover the ball for us, and they provide that balance between the defense and the offense. Maria Alvarez for Conexión Deportiva. You said in the pre-match press conference before the game against Uruguay that Panama was here to compete and was not here on a vacation. And your team has shown that today, making it to the quarterfinals. Could you tell us specifically what you believe by getting to this historic win with the Panama's national team? Already when we were back in Panama setting out for the United States, I said that I would like to be the Cinderella, like the Morocco in the World Cup. Well, right now we've made it to the next round, and I'm happy about that. Well, I'm super happy about that. I'm extremely happy that this has been shown because of all the effort and the tension that our team has been through, everything we've fought to make it to the quarterfinals. It's been a long cohabitation, many days, and now we need to enjoy this win together and we need to make our best in the next game. Johnny Mosquera from Digo Sport and JM Deportes. I wanted to ask you along the same lines. You said that you personally wanted Panama to be the Cinderella of this tournament, and it would appear that the soccer players actually took your words and they said, we're here to compete, we're here to try to make it to a quarterfinals. So, in your view, have you accomplished your goal or do you want more now? Well, of course, it would have been easy for me to play the victim. Like, we have many soccer players that are injured, many soccer players that won't be able to make it, and it's going to be very hard to make it to the quarterfinals because of that. But we took a different approach. We wanted to give an opportunity to our youngest players, to the new players, and that has allowed us to grow in this tournament. It has made us grow, and I'm super proud of every one of them. Melanie Ancide from United States. Can you talk about Jose Fajardo, the first goal, and the impact along the whole tournament? Because he also scored against the United States. Jose is a very peculiar guy. He's always there. At good times, bad times, when you need him, he's always there. And he's always there for the team. He has great balls because he's taken quite a lot of criticism, and to put up with him, he needs to be very level-headed, and he's overcome it. That's all I can tell about Jose. And today, he was able to find the net, yet again. De Boca TV, Rodrigo Perez. Two questions. First, Bolivia's coach said publicly that with the three substitutions, he started gaining the back of your defenders, and that's how Bolivia was able to score. How did you make up for it in the pitch? Although later I saw that you changed to a line of four. And the second, could you please tell me, coach, what is your secret to brainwash all these soccer players so that they understand your idea of soccer? Thank you. Well, first, the substitutions and how they found our back, the back of our defenders. I think I answered that in the first or the second question. We were a little bit tired, we were under pressure, and we opened up certain spaces that they were able to feel very well. They managed to go through our lines. How did we make up for it? Well, with the substitutions, with fresh players, and also changing the line with a 4-4-2. Also because we wanted to go for the 2-1, for the second goal, because you never know whether a draw will actually inure to your benefit or not. And that was the reason why. And about the brainwashing, well, I try to convey my messages as simply as possible. I try to convey my ideas in the simplest possible way so that they get it. Because if I play the philosopher, they are never going to understand it. And I could spend days and days trying to understand what I want from them. But I believe that the priority is try to make them better players than they are today. David Peña from Temas Deportes. There are two potential opponents for the quarterfinals, Brazil or Colombia. Costa Rica has a chance, but I don't think they will make it. What team would you like to take on in the quarterfinals? Neither, neither, neither. They are tough, aren't they? What we need to do is to go out and play and enjoy. No one saw us coming. We are here on our own merit. And the most important thing today is to be physically strong for this match, because we know how demanding it's going to be to take on Brazil or Colombia because of the top quality of their players. But we're in good hands with our physical therapists and doctors, and also with our nutrition experts and the chef. So we're going for it. Nicole Ferguson also for RPC. How does Panama feel knowing that our national team, that is not the CONCACAF's top team, has managed to make it along with Canada, and while the United States and Mexico have an early exit? How does it feel? I don't think we have yet gotten around to it. I'm still caught up in the emotions of the match, and it will probably tomorrow that we're going to be able to react to it. But I am, as I said, extremely proud. And once again, I'm extremely happy for every Panamanian that has supported us and has trusted this humble team. Thank you very much, Coach.